So originally, I was going to do a video about Tony Kanaan announcing retirement, doing 5 oval races, and we'll call it quits after this year by doing a diecast review of his 2011 Lotus car. While I was in a writing center in my college campus, I found out on Instagram that John Andretti, one of the Andretti family members, the godfather of Marco Andretti, a 2-time NASCAR Cup Series winner, IndyCar racer, 1989 Rolex 24 winner. He did some dirt. He even did some NHRA. John Andretti, unfortunately, passed away from stage 4 colon cancer. He was 56 years old. And it's very, very sad to hear a man who has done a lot of great things throughout his racing career in the motorsports world, whether it's winning NASCAR races, an IndyCar race, throwing the Rolex 24, competing in the Indy 500, all that good stuff. John Andretti is one of motorsports greats. He might not be at the level of Mario Andretti, but he was still one hell of a driver, no matter what car he's on, no matter what series he's on. And it's devastating to hear that he's no longer with us. It's very sad to hear. Like, this is like Steve Burns passing away all over again for me. Justin Wilson. Even recently, Kobe Bryant. I don't watch basketball, but I even felt devastated to hear about Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi dying from a helicopter crash. Honestly, we're starting on a new decade very rough. Coronaviruses, Puerto Rico, my home, earthquakes, Kobe Bryant's death, the helicopter crash killed 8 other people. It's just, we're in a rough start to this year. I also want to say, like, NASCAR is having a rough start to a new decade, but this is not the video that I want to talk about. In this video, we're going to be looking back at these 2 beautiful John Andretti's 2001 diecast. I believe those cars were cereal boxes. And in honor of John Andretti, I will be doing a diecast review on John Andretti's 2001 Cheerios Dodge Enterprise RT from Petty Enterprises, and his 2001, the original Chex Party Mix Dodge RT from Petty Enterprises as well. These are the 2 Andretti diecasts that I have, and I'm forever grateful having these pieces of diecast. I really want to get his 2011 IndyCar Window World 43 car, but eBay's kind of ridiculous sometimes. You can, like, even with free shipping, the price is still ridiculous. I mean, that's one of the cars that I want in my IndyCar collection, diecast collection. Sorry for, like, a very long intro. We're going to be honoring John Andretti by reviewing these beautiful cars. So let's go over his Cheerios car. So here, this is John Andretti's 2001 Cheerios car. So we're going to be reviewing it first, and I'll tell a little story about this diecast. So here we got ourselves a 43 Hamburger Helper. It's got the Hamburger Helper glove. Pop Secret, Chex. You got the Pillsbury character. I forgot his name. Then we got Sprint. We got Coca-Cola, Dodge. Other small sponsors I can't see. Got the 2001 contingency sponsors. You got Cheerios, Betty Crocker, Dodge 43 on the headlight. Same side. Oh, it's out of focus. Same side as the left. Cheerios 43, Dodge RT. 43 on the roof. And on the deck lid, it's Chex. Obviously, even though Petty Enterprises was not doing well after Petty retired, John Andretti was still a solid driver when he was in the 43. Like, I've been on the Daytona 500 marathon since December 16th. Like, I've seen how he did, what he did in the 1996 Daytona 500. He led like 23 laps until he crashed hard on the back straightaway, entering the back straightaway after exiting turn 2. He had a great race until that happened. His last ever race in a Daytona 500 was 2010. I'm watching that race, I believe, Wednesday. So, let me tell a little story about this car. So, when I was, like, new to Florida, like, I moved away from Puerto Rico to move down here in Florida. I don't know how long ago. I know it was, like, a decade ago, obviously. But I don't know, like, how many months after I moved here. I remember, like, one of my dad's old friends, I think. He gave me... Oh, yeah, it was one of his old friends. He gave me a Cheerios 43 car. Yes, the exact same car. This one right here. I was like 7 at the time. This was before I got into NASCAR, IndyCar, the other motorsports series. Like, I just like cars. Hey, if it's a Diecast car, oh yes, I'm gonna play with it. I think I lost it after I don't know how long. And then when I went to the flea market back in March 2015, almost 5 years ago, this is one of the 16 cars that I got from the flea market. This beauty. Same, just like the Kyle Petty one, Kyle Petty Tire Kingdom car. I was so happy to get this back again. I thought this was gone. I thought I was never going to get a chance to get this car again. And thankfully, folks, this diecast is on my collection again. And this time, I am not going to get rid of it. I'm going to keep it forever. For John. And then finally, we're going to be reviewing his 2001 Chex. And I do have a story for this one too, my friends. But first, let's go over this car once again. So here we got the 43, the original 43. I believe it says the original because it was Petty Blue again. From one of, I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong. So here we got Chex by Petty, Sprint. You got Coca-Cola Dodge. I don't know what the yellow logo is. We got the contingency sponsors again. Here we got Red Wing shoes. And the hood, the original Chex Party Mix. 43 on the hood. The headlight, sorry. Dodge logo, Dodge RT. This is when Dodge returned to NASCAR. Same side as the left. Chex by Petty, 43, Dodge RT. The original 43 on the roof. And Chex on the deck lid. Just like the Cheerios card, this one is a beautiful piece of diecast as well. And there's cereal boxes. I believe, like, when Dodge came back to NASCAR, every Dodge diecast were cereal diecast. I'm not sure. I think they were. So I know that Kyle Petty's diecast was like this. Stacy Compton's, I think. I do have a Bill Ollie 2002. It's probably a cereal car. But anyway. So, another story about this car. Man, I have some diecasts that have stories. I should do diecast stories. But anyway, so, I think it was Christmas Eve of 2014. I was at someone's house. I was 14 years old. I don't know what Charlie's barking about. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Charlie was barking. He's still barking because he heard another dog, so ignore that. If it's annoying you, I do apologize. Anyway, so a story about this diecast. It was Christmas Eve of 2014. I was 14 years old. I was at someone's house. I was with, like, another friend, and then there was, like, these kids as well. They were, like, little kids. And there was this one kid who had, like, cars. The kid also had this diecast, the Chex car. He had 2 of them. That's right, folks. 2 of them. And 14-year-old me was asking a little kid if I can have one of the Chex diecasts. And you want to know what the answer was? Right here. Yes. So yeah, I'm still grateful that I have this diecast. Man. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this diecast review. John Andretti was one hell of a driver, no matter what series he did. Looking back, he was an Andretti, and he never gave up on battling with cancer. He never quit. He just kept fighting until it was over. Unfortunately, cancer won. Fuck cancer, honestly. It sucks. And if you had a friend or family member that passed away from cancer as well, sorry for your losses. God bless you guys. They're in a better place, especially for John. John Andretti's in a better place. He's no longer in pain. He's no longer suffering. He is with the big man himself up in heaven. And for the IndyCar season, I'm not a Marco Andretti fan. Honestly, I don't like him. But if Marco can win a race or he can finish well alongside with Andretti Autosports, that's for John Andretti. Like, if they win, I'll be like, that's for John. That's for John. Win it for John. Check it for Andretti. I know NASCAR's going to honor John as well. IndyCar will. I believe sports car will. Maybe NHRA, because he did NHRA. And maybe, I'm not sure, but I know NASCAR and IndyCar might. Correct me if I'm wrong. But today, we lost an amazing racer. John Andretti was 56 years old. Godspeed, John. Rest in peace. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe for more. Turn on my channel notifications for more. Follow my Instagram. I'm IanPerez25 and IanPerez48_YT. Like my Facebook page, ENASCAR48-E Nation Thank you guys for supporting E Nation. And John, we'll miss you, buddy. Thanks for everything.